as a specimen, yes, I'm intimidating. I wanna target Gaston.
Hello name nerds, my name is Patrick and welcome to Fun with First Names, where each week we'll look into the meaning, origin and some extra fun facts behind one specific first name. And this week we are looking into the first name of Gaston. But before we begin, I need to say a huge thank you to my newest patron, one Caitlin Andreaska. I think that's right, apologies on pronunciation on that. Thank you very much, Caitlin. I want to say a huge thank you to all my recent super thanks. There were loads this previous week or a couple of weeks. Thank you all so much to one Renee 2kg, B, Selena Clark, David Pertle, and Mashane Cole. Once again, apologies on pronunciation. But before we go away, I just want to highlight Selena Clark's comment because it was so lovely. And I want to be more positive and highlight people saying positive things about the channel, just because, I don't know, I can often be quite down on myself, and one thing I'm trying to be better with myself, be more proud and sharing things that are nice, really. So Selena said, "Thanks, I really enjoy your videos. I love your knowledge and passion for the topics you present. Keep up with the good work. I would also just like to take the opportunity to say thank you and let you know that I really appreciate you and your channel." Thank you so much, Selena. Not only for the super thanks, just for that really nice comment. I can get quite bogged down in negative comments, so it's worth highlighting positive ones when they're there. So if you do want to leave a super thanks, and if you leave a really nice comment with your super thanks, I'll read it out here because it's just worth highlighting stuff like that. And of course, if you want to become a patron, go to patreon.com, link down below, ad-free videos, exclusive content. Your name at the end of these videos, you know the drill by now. Or if you want to just donate a one-time donation to the channel, leave a super thanks like all those wonderful people. Thank you so much, everyone, as well as Selena, as well as everyone else who just helps and watches the channel. You guys are too much. But anyway, on with today's name of Gaston. And you know what? There are some names that sound extremely foreign in different parts of the world. Like here in the English-speaking world, a name like, say, Pierre is synonymous with being extremely foreign and especially French-sounding. And then there's names like Hans, which is extremely Germanic-sounding and stuff like that. Like these names are just very quintessential foreign-sounding. But like I said, these names are only foreign sounding to people who aren't from those parts of the world. I'm sure French people don't see the name Pierre as being very exotic and foreign sounding, and German people don't see the name Hans as being very foreign and exotic sounding. They probably think names like Keith or Alan are really just like, oh, that's a very exotic, tropical name. Keith or Alan. Sorry to anyone called Keith or Alan watching this video, but you know the point I'm trying to make here. But I think I've quite potentially found the most foreign sounding name out there. That of course being the name this video is all about, Gaston. Gaston is quite potentially the most foreign sounding name for a multitude of reasons. First off, because it is a foreign name, at least to an Englishman like myself. Gaston is a French name, and it's one that hasn't really broken out all that much of the French-speaking world. I think I saw it's in Belgium as well, but Belgium have their own whole language thing going on, which is kind of French and isn't. Is Belgium French or is it its own thing? Flemish? Walloon? I can't remember. Someone in the comments explain how Belgium works for me, please. Thank you. To non-French people, Gaston is one of those quintessentially French names like Pierre or Jacques, or as it's actually correctly pronounced, Jacques. Like, that's how you pronounce that name, guys. I don't know why people got so angry when I pronounce it like that. That's the correct way of pronouncing that name. If you ever know. If you know, you know. However, there is another reason as to why I see it as the most foreign sounding name, and that's because of this name's meaning. Despite it being such a quintessentially French name, Gaston actually has roots in Germanic languages. Gaston is simply the French form of the Germanic name Gaston. This Germanic name of Gaston comes from the Germanic word of Gast, which means foreigner, hence why it's the most foreign name. I mean, it kind of also means stranger or guest as well, but foreigner seems to be its most popular definition and meaning. And like many first names, it started life as a last name to begin with and then became a first name. I imagine this last name was given to people who were indeed foreigners, maybe people who come from other parts of the world, went to settle in another village, even like the same part of the world, and they were like seen as a strange outsider or foreigner, so they got called a Gaston, which was meant foreigner, and then Gaston means foreigner to this day. So Gaston is potentially the most foreign sounding name, as that is quite literally what the name means. Unsurprisingly, this name isn't too popular in the USA or the UK, but it's on the rise in France, so this name, despite me saying how quintessentially French it is, doesn't seem to be all that popular in French these days. But after a big spell of not being in the top names sometimes, I've noticed from one graph anyway, it's slowly back on the rise and we could be seeing an awful lot more Gastons in the near future, in France anyway. Famous Gastons include various counts and viscounts by the name of Gaston from various parts of France and its history. Yeah, loads. I think there was like Gaston the 10th at one point or something like that. I might be making that up. There were a lot of Gastons, like France back in the day had a lot going. I also, however, found an Argentine Gaston, that being one Gaston Gaudio, who was a tennis player, or is a tennis player. I think he's still knocking around. I don't follow tennis. Let me know if he's good or not down below. But of course, this name for so many people in the English-speaking world especially is most linked with Gaston from Disney's Beauty and the Beast. I've never seen Beauty and the Beast.
What?
Either form of it. I've never seen the live action version, I've never seen the animated version. But I hear it's good. I should watch it. I don't know much about this character. I'm sure people are disappointed about that. I know he eats a lot of eggs. Like, that can't be good. Isn't it like 12 dozen eggs? And then another 12 dozen and something about barges and being large? Dude must be so bunged up. That's too many eggs, Gaston. Just take it easy on the eggs. But anyway, that's just about everything you guys need to know the name Gaston. But what are your thoughts on this name? Do you like it? Do you dislike it? Do you know anyone with the name Gaston? Are you called Gaston yourself? Let me know down in the comments below. And of course, I just want to share some of the thoughts you guys had on last week's name of Owen or Owain or Eugene, and it was kind of a bit of a mishmash of names last week, I suppose. David Radini said, I work with an Owen. I showed this video to all my co-workers in my department. Now we're all calling him Eugene. Good thing he has a good sense of humour. That is so fun. I mean, am I happy that my videos are partaking in workplace bullying? It's not really bullying, workplace teasing and banter. Yeah, that's fun. But yeah, I guess you can call anyone with the name Owen Eugene or vice versa. Also, it's just strange thinking someone's showing my face to a whole department of people. I kind of forget people actually watching these videos. Like, a lot of YouTubers talk about this. You don't really realise people are actually watching them. Like, you see the numbers, but no, there's just strangers who just have been showed this video. It's very odd. Show these videos to people if you want to, I guess. It just freaks me out a little bit still. Sarek Tyrex, and apologies on pronunciation on that one, said, you're amazed by Owain/Eugene variations, but what about all the variations of John/Sean/Ivan/Ian/Johan, etc.? Oh, I'm very, very, very aware of that fact. There are loads of variations of John. I can't remember the root name they all come from, but there's a lot of them. And that was actually one of the names up for voting this time around for Fun with First Names, but it didn't get the chance. Maybe one day, John. Maybe one day. And Smemby said, no mention of Owen Wilson? Wow. Is there something, a joke there? Like, should I be saying wow in a specific way or something? I don't know. Go suggest some names down in the comments below and I'll pick 3 of those to be put into a poll exclusively for my patrons to vote on. And then the winning name from that poll will be the name covered in the next Fun with First Names video. So if you enjoy the channel, want to help support it, and have a say in what names I explained, please do consider becoming a patron. It costs just $1 a month, guys. If you can spare $1, that would be amazing. And you don't just get a sense of good for donating your $1, you get loads of benefits. You get ad-free videos, you get exclusive content like a weekly blog post and a monthly exclusive podcast called Name News, where I talk about current events in the world of names. You get these videos ad-free, I've already mentioned that bit. You get your name at the end of these videos, and you do get that warm feeling inside, knowing you're helping one of your favourite creators. I hope I'm one of your favourite creators anyway. Like I said, if you've got $1 a month to spare a month, maybe give it to charity, and then if you've already done that, maybe go support another better YouTuber on Patreon. But then if you've done that, maybe consider donating to get to Name Explained if you want to, if you can afford to. And if you don't want to commit to a monthly donation, consider leaving a super thanks with a lovely message down below. That's a great one-time way to help support the channel. Poof. It's a lot of plugging. I'm gonna go plug out, I think. What does that mean? Is that a sex thing? I don't know. But anyway, that's more than enough of myself. I'm gonna go do whatever plugging out is I just mentioned. But don't forget to go follow me on Instagram, my Name Explain YT, and don't forget to go join the Facebook group Friends of Name Explain, where you can chat with myself and many other name nerds. Okay, all, take care. Whew. I said, is that a sex thing earlier? I don't think I should have said that. You should go demonetize this. I don't know. Let's get to this. Cool. We're recording. Cool. Extremely foreign. Well, at least 2 people not. Oh, I'm gonna do this again. Yeah.
2 hours later.
Different parts of the world. Well, and everywhere else that speaks English. Like a name like, again counts as dumber. Dumber. Like Pierre. What am I saying here?
2 hours later.
Gaston's a French name, one that hasn't really broken out fast that much. I'm gonna add to it anyway. Being a quintessentially French name, well, you think I'd better have to say the word name, wouldn't you? Quintessentially French name. Getting there. Be the most foreign name because that is big. Again. Why did I do that? I'm getting ready for something. I don't know. But anyway, that's more than enough. But we're done.